Boom, boom, boom. Hear that? That's the sound of people breaking apart. So tell me, why the hell aren't you? Look around. Everything is slipping. Control? Gone. Certainty? Gone. People who swore they had it all together, falling apart in real time. They're panicking. They're choking on pressure. They're begging for something, anything, to hold on to. And you're just standing there, still, quiet, unmoved. That's silence. It's not normal. It's not weakness. It's not confusion. It's something far more dangerous. Because when chaos hits, people show their true nature. Not the version they post online. Not the mask they wear around others. No, they show what they really are when everything starts collapsing. And right now, they're proving it, fragile, dependent, terrified of losing control they never truly had. But you're not reacting. And that's what scares them, because they don't understand you. They don't understand how someone can stand in the middle of a storm and not get swept away. But I do. You're not calm because life has been easy. You're calm because life already broke you once, maybe twice, maybe more times than you could even count anymore. You've already felt that crushing weight in your chest, that silence where nobody came to help, that moment where everything inside you shattered, and still, you had to keep going. You didn't have the luxury to panic back then. So now, panic doesn't own you. Pain doesn't surprise you. Chaos doesn't intimidate you. It's familiar. It's almost predictable. While they're experiencing their first real pressure, you've been living in it. While they're trying to escape discomfort, you learned how to survive inside it. That's the difference. That's why you're quiet. Not because you feel nothing, but because you've already felt too much. Let me remind you of something they'll never understand. There was a moment, a very specific moment, where you realized no one was coming, no rescue, no miracle, no sudden hand reaching out to save you. Just you, alone. And in that moment, you had two choices: break completely or rebuild silently. And you chose to rebuild, piece by piece, thought by thought, scar by scar. You became something else. Not softer, not weaker, but sharper, colder, more aware. And now the world is shaking, and they expect you to shake with it. But you don't, because you already faced something worse than this. You already survived nights they wouldn't last an hour in. So while they're screaming, you're observing. While they're collapsing, you're calculating. While they're losing themselves, you're becoming more in control. And that, right there, that's what makes you different. That's what makes you dangerous. Not dangerous in the way they think, but dangerous to anything that tries to break you again. Because now you know something they don't. Control is an illusion. Safety is temporary. And strength is built in silence, in pain, in moments nobody claps for. So let them panic, let them fall apart, let them drown in fear. Because you're not here to react. You're here to rise in a world full of noise, full of chaos, full of people losing their minds. The quiet one, the one who doesn't break, the one who stands still while everything else collapses. That's the one who takes control of everything. And that is exactly who you've become. And don't get it twisted. This silence of yours, it didn't come from peace. It came from war. A war nobody saw, a war nobody applauded, a war you fought behind closed doors while the world kept spinning like nothing was wrong. You learned how to bleed without making a sound. You learned how to carry weight that would have crushed them instantly. You learned how to sit in the dark and not beg for the light. That changes a person. That creates something different. See, they think strength is loud. They think it's shouting, proving, showing off, making noise so the world can validate it. But you, and here's the part they'll never say out loud, they envy you. Yeah, I said it. Not your pain, not your past, not the nights you barely made it through, but what that pain turned you into. Because deep down, they know something's different about you. You don't react the way they do. You don't chase what they chase. You don't crumble where they collapse. And that bothers them. It messes with their reality. Because if someone like you can exist, then it means everything they believe about strength is a lie. See, they were taught to avoid pain, to run from discomfort, to protect their feelings at all costs. But you didn't have that option. Pain didn't knock politely on your door. It kicked it down. It dragged you into places they couldn't even imagine surviving. And instead of ending there, you adapted, you evolved, you became something that doesn't depend on perfect conditions to function. So now when pressure hits, you don't panic, you perform. While they're overwhelmed by emotion, you're thinking clearly. While they're drowning in fear, you're moving with precision. While they're looking for someone to save them, you've already saved yourself. That's the difference, and that difference, it creates distance. You've probably felt it. That gap between you and everyone else. Conversations that don't hit the same. Connections that feel shallow. People who don't understand why you are the way you are. And sometimes, yeah, it gets lonely. Because growth at this level, it isolates. When you see things differently, when you feel things differently, when you move differently, you stop fitting into spaces you used to belong to. But listen carefully, that loneliness, it's not punishment, it's proof. Proof that you've outgrown versions of yourself that can't carry you forward anymore. Proof that you're no longer built for average environments, average mindsets, average limits. You weren't meant to stay where you started. You were meant to transform. And transformation, it's not pretty, it's not comfortable, it's not something people clap for while it's happening. It's messy, it's painful, it's isolating, but it's necessary because what you're becoming requires separation from what you used to be. So don't mistake your silence for emptiness. Don't mistake your distance for weakness. Don't mistake your calm for lack of emotion. You feel everything, probably more than most. But the difference is, you don't let it control you anymore. You don't let it define your actions. You don't let temporary chaos dictate permanent decisions. That's discipline. That's evolution. That's power. And now you're standing at a level most people will never reach. A level where you don't need everything to go right, to stay right. A level where your mindset doesn't collapse just because your situation does. A level where you understand something most people spend their entire lives avoiding. You don't control what happens, but you control who you become when it does. And you chose to become unbreakable. Not because it sounded cool, but because you had no other choice. So while they're still trying to escape reality, you've already mastered surviving it. While they're still looking for comfort, you've already built strength. While they're still hoping things get easier, you've already become stronger. And that right there, that's why you're different. That's why you're silent. That's why you don't break when everything else does. Because you're no longer built like them. You're built for this. Built for pressure. Built for chaos. Built for moments that expose weakness in others, but reveal power in you. So don't question it, and let's go even deeper. Because this version of you, it didn't just appear out of nowhere. It was built slowly, painfully, deliberately, through moments that almost ended you. There were times you questioned everything: your worth, your direction, your existence. Times when your own mind turned against you, whispering doubts, replaying failures, magnifying every scar you tried to ignore. And nobody saw it. Nobody heard the conversations you had with yourself at 3 a.m. Nobody felt the weight pressing down on your chest when the world went quiet. Nobody understood how close you were to giving up. But you didn't. Not because you were fearless, but because something inside you refused to die. Even when you were exhausted, even when you were broken, even when you felt completely alone, there was a voice, quiet, almost invisible, telling you, not yet. And that voice, that's the real you, not the pain, not the fear, not the past that tried to define you. The part of you that kept going when stopping would have been easier. That's what they don't see. They see your calm and think it's emptiness. They see your silence and think it's weakness. But they have no idea that your silence is built on thousands of battles you already won. Every time you chose discipline over escape. Every time you held yourself together when falling apart felt justified. Every time you kept moving forward with no guarantee it would get better. You were building something unshakable, something they can't replicate overnight. Because what you have, it's not motivation, it's not hype, it's not temporary energy, it's identity. You became the kind of person who doesn't quit, even when quitting makes sense. You became the kind of person who doesn't fold, even when the pressure is unbearable. You became the kind of person who doesn't need perfect conditions to perform at a high level. And that changes everything. Because now, you don't rely on feelings. You don't wait for the right mood. You don't depend on motivation to act. You move regardless. You act regardless. You execute regardless. That's a different level of control. That's a different level of power. And it scares people because they're still controlled by how they feel. If they're tired, they stop. If they're stressed, they panic. If things go wrong, they collapse. But you've trained yourself to move through all of that, to function inside discomfort, to think inside chaos, to stay grounded when everything around you is unstable, and that makes you unpredictable, unstoppable, unbreakable. But here's the truth, most people won't tell you. This path, it doesn't get easier, it gets heavier, because the stronger you become, the more you see, the more aware you become of how people think, how they act, how easily they give up on themselves. And sometimes, it's frustrating. Watching people settle, watching people sabotage themselves, watching people run from growth when you know exactly what they're capable of. But you can't save them. You can't force awareness. You can't give someone the mindset they refuse to build. All you can do is continue becoming, continue evolving, continue rising. Because your journey, it's not about blending in, It's not about being understood by everyone. It's about reaching a level where your presence alone changes the atmosphere, where your calm influences chaos, where your focus cuts through distraction, where your discipline sets a standard others can't ignore. And you're getting there, step by step, scar by scar, lesson by lesson. So don't look back wishing it was easier. Don't look around wondering why others don't get it. Don't question the path just because it feels isolating. Because everything you went through, every moment that tested you, every situation that tried to break you, was building this version of you. A version that doesn't fold, a version that